Commander, the Lords of Amaranthine have come to swear fealty to you and the Grey Wardens. These were Al Rendenhau's vassals. Now they will be yours.
How could I trust anyone who served that asp of a man?
Lieges and vassals are seldom of one mind, Commander. Some of these lords bore Rendon no love, but others had their prospects ruined with his demise. Tread carefully, Commander. Lords and ladies, I present the Warden Commander of Ferelden and Arl of Amaranthine.
Commander.
Our differences are many, but our cause is one.
Ban Esmerel of Amaranthine, as is old custom, you have the honor of beginning.
I promise that I, Ban Esmerel, will be faithful to the Arl in matters of life, limb, and earthly honor. Never will I bear arms against her or her heirs. So I say, in the sight of the Maker.
I promise that I, Lord Edelbreck...
And so, the ceremony is complete.
Long live the Warden Commander!
Some of them were a bit more convincing than others.
Let me know if you want the nobles cleared out. If you want the ceremony to end, I mean.
Who do I need to know here?
There's really only two who can offer real support in the war. Lord Edelbreck, master of the Firavel Plains, controls more farmland than anyone else. He's powerful and popular. Ban Esmerel rules the city. Wealthiest in the room by far. She may not be loved, but she cannot be ignored.
I should get back to mingling.
Warden Commander, we've all heard so much about you. So many good things, unbelievable things. But many of your deeds cost people here a chance at great advancement. So many fortunes were deeply intertwined with the old Arl. Some nobles here, they seek to end your dominion over them.
Yeah, this much I've gathered already.
Perhaps you do not know the full extent of their determination. I've had occasion to intercept some of their missives. They are cryptic things. Any individual message is unintelligible, but together they form a pattern. They mean to end you before you can begin. A deadly coalition.
I see. A conspiracy to murder me. I'm flattered. If only they knew it would end with their demise.
I would take this matter seriously, Warden. They know of your capabilities and they're spending a fortune to see their aims fulfilled. Given a few days, I can retrieve the messages. I would have brought them tonight, but I didn't know if warning you would be wise. I've much to lose and precious little to gain. Farewell. We will meet again soon.
Honored to meet you, Warden Commander. You come to us during desperate times.
Not more about your precious farms, Edelbreck.
Some in our Arling do not have the comfort of city walls. On the plains, the situation is dire.
Father called you a friend, Edelbreck. Speak your mind.
So you remember me, young Kuzland. Although you're not so young anymore. I swear to you and Andraste I had no part in Howe's treachery. My concern isn't that, however. As we feast, the peasants on our lands are starving, or worse.
The city's defenses are more important, Edelbreck.
There may be wheat in the silos now, but if the farmers die, where will you get your food?
I will send the soldiers wherever they are most needed.
Then I pray to the Maker that your choices are wise.
I see that Lord Edelbreck wastes no time in canvassing you for soldiers to defend his farms. Do not be deceived, Commander. His livelihood is all he cares about. Amaranthine is the jewel of the Arling, and she must be protected.
Why protect the city over the country folk?
Pragmatism. A farming hovel can be rebuilt with straw and mud. Amaranthine was built over generations. If she falls, then this great Arling will be diminished.
Wealth is well and good, but what measure do you put to human life? The folk in the country outnumber your city dwellers many times over.
I would not be so vulgar as to violate the decorum of this event. Commander?
Edelbreck said we're not defending the farmlands.
Edelbreck speaks truly, sir, but things are dire. He and Ban Esmerel both contest the deployment of soldiers. But we don't have enough men. It's a matter of what you want to protect. The city, the land, trade.
Amaranthine has its walls. Let the farms have our soldiers.
As you wish.
I have heard of a conspiracy against me. You know anything of this?
Do you know the conspirators? The right of high justice is yours, and treachery is a capital offense.
Tamra doesn't know. She's bringing some evidence soon.
She's a sly one, said Tamra. but knowledgeable about such things. Better to be a touch paranoid than turning up face down in a ditch. To proceed, we'd need strong proof, and that'll be hard to gather. There are options, some I would not recommend. They could turn the nobles fierce.
Let them try to trap me. Better men have tried. Worse men as well.
Loghain and half the kingdom tried to stop you last time. I suppose there's little to worry about. Anything else?
The ceremony has gone on long enough, Seneschal. Kick these fools out.
As you wish, Commander. Clear the hall. The Commander has business to attend to.
Commander, the men cleared the rubble. You'll have to see what they found for yourself.
Show me.
Here we are. Look at her.
I knew it led to the deep roads. I could smell it.
It looks safe enough to climb down. Find a way to stop the Darkspawn from coming back this way. Good luck.
What happens when this body of yours expires?
How long does such a process take?
I don't know. Can you still walk around once you're simply bones?
So I'm led to believe, yes.
That is incredibly disturbing.
I mean, yeah. You're not wrong there. It'd be absolutely horrifying. That's why you got the helmet on, sir. You're a bit of a zombie. Oh my lords, it's golems.
Commander, the ancestors favor us indeed. This is a dwarven barrier door. Before old Kal'Hirol fell, she nearly had it complete. Only the mechanism needs work. If they'd only had a bit more time to finish, Orzammar wouldn't be all alone.
And you finished what Kal'Hirol began.
Won't take me long to fix up the mechanism. Poor sods were nearly done. This is proper dwarven engineering. You stand back now. Should buy us a few years. A decade if we're lucky.
That'll give us time to devise a more permanent solution.
Will you ever need to switch bodies, Justice?
I did not wish to possess this body. Why would I switch to another?
You might need to. Unless you wish to look even more obviously like a corpse.
I would prefer not to think of it.
Oh, you're back to visit old Dworkin?
You're in luck. I found some lyrium sand.
Wonderful. We can start making more explosives.
Warden, before you let my brother blow himself to little bitsies, tell him to be careful.
Don't listen to Voldrick. I know what I'm about.
And how many apprentices have you lost? 3? No, 4?
We all know the risks. If we succeed, our names will go down in history.
Your brother's right. You're no use to anyone dead.
Fine. We'll be safe. Happy now, Voldrick? Thanks for your help. Please, take these. Use them to give those beasties a what for.
Hey, Commander. We need to talk.
Of course, Sigrun.
Dreams. You get them? This is a Grey Warden thing, huh? Why didn't anyone tell me?
I apologize. I should have warned you about that.
In my dream, I saw one of those bloated, vomit-smeared broodmothers, and it had Hespeth's face. You remember Hespeth, don't you? Bronca was there, and whispered, "It's time." And Hespeth screamed, and 1,000 Darkspawn burst from her.
That's horrifying.
Then the Darkspawn surrounded me and started talking, asking me if I would like lemon in my tea. And could I please teach them to read and write, and one of them kept repeating, "Where's the baby?" And that's when I woke up.
That's not a Grey Warden dream, buddy.
Huh. I do get other dreams about Darkspawn, mostly shadows and murmuring, but nowhere scary. Thanks for listening, Commander.
All rise. The Warden Commander and Liege Lord of all Amaranthine enters. I've held it off as long as I could, but you hold the right of high justice on your land. Certain matters of court must be decided.
Anything I should know before we proceed?
By custom, the claimants make their case to you. I'll advise you after, then you rule. The Seneschal of the Vigil can hold court as well, if the Arl commands it.
No, a little warning would have been nice.
There is a matter with Sir Temmerley that simply couldn't wait.
All right, let's begin.
Be seated. The Warden Commander will first hear the matter of the Crown against the sheepherder Alec.
On behalf of the Crown, I submit that Alec stole 2 bushels of grain bound for the garrison in Amaranthine. When confronted by soldiers, he confessed. The punishment for theft from the Crown is death by hanging.
What say you, Alec?
My sheep were slaughtered by the Darkspawn. My family was starving. I asked for mercy. Commander, mercy.
The poor bugger. Had he stolen from anyone besides the crown, he'd escape with a flogging.
Excuse me, but I believe I am the crown. And therefore, I get to decide whatever the heck I want. And I think he should join the army so his life will be spared. Sir, your family will be fed.
Thank you. Thank you.
The next matter is of a civil nature. Lady Liza Pacton is the sovereign of Terns Down.
I prefer to speak for myself. The old Earl Rendon Howe made certain promises to me. Some of these he committed to paper. I was given the right to the incomes of the Southern Bridge.
And what part did you take in Howe's conspiracies, Liza? To get such a fruitful prize? I am Sir Darren, and it is my land she seeks. Taken from me because I was one of the few nobles who stood against Tern Logain.
Commander, Sir Darren is an ally, and Amaranthine has precious few who support you wholeheartedly.
If there's any hope of persuading more nobles to your cause, you must be fair-minded.
Oh, no. See, Howe was a traitor, and screw any deal that he made, because he killed my family. So, I'm happy to screw over anyone he tried to benefit. So, Darren, you get to keep your holdings.
Ban Esmerel will hear of this.
The commander has spoken. The matter is resolved. Bring in Sir Temele the Ox.
Sir Temele stands accused of a murder most foul. You and your men came upon Sir Tamra in the dead of night and did cravenly ambush her. You dare too much, Captain Garavel. I am noble-born and will not submit to your accusations. You are accused of murder, sir. My soldiers found you fleeing while Sir Tamra's blood was still hot. There's a great deal of traffic on the roads, not all of it human. And it's so dangerous at night. We were merely in a hurry to reach a nice, safe place. You mock this court with your denials. You have nothing, Captain. Release me, Commander. It's this common lout's word against mine.
You will recall Sir Tamra as the knight who warned us against the conspiracy. Sir Temele was a confederate of Earl Howe.
Oh, okay, see, that's all you have to say. Is they were involved with Earl Howe. So immediately, just screw him. Like, what would happen? Say, we just executed him. Hypothetically.
There'd be some outrage. There's no love for the Ox, but he's a noble. With such scant evidence. But you are within your rights to execute him.
Is there really no more evidence against him? We gotta have something.
Only some blood on their clothes. A sadly common sight on travelers these days. Besides that, nothing. The captain looked into the matter thoroughly.
But it does seem like the conspiracy is real, and poor Tamra was their first victim.
I fear you're correct.
I know what I need to decide.
What is your will?
I won't kill him yet. I'd rather do it myself. Imprison him during our very, very long investigation.
What is the meaning of this? You can't do this!
Oh, but the commander very much can. This session of the Arling's court is over. And Maker help me. I hope the next one is easier than this.
I understand that you struggle against your oppression, Mage.
I avoid my oppression. That's not quite the same thing, is it?
Why do you not strike a blow against your oppressors? Ensure they can do this to no one else.
Because it sounds difficult?
Apathy is a weakness.
So is death. I'm just saying.
I believe you have a responsibility to your fellow mages.
That bit of self-righteousness is directed at me.
You have seen oppression and are now free. You must act to free those who remain oppressed.
Or I could mind my business in case the Chantry comes knocking.
But this is not right. You have an obligation.
Yes, well, welcome to the world, Spirit.
Oh, Christoph, it's good to see you back. Did you catch those Darkspawn?
I believe it is better to say that they caught him.
What do you mean? Him who?
It is of no matter, good woman. Thank you for your kindness. It was appreciated.
Ah, Christoph, you're back. Will you be keeping your room?
I have no need for it, mortal.
And your belongings?
will you be... Dispose of them as you wish. Aura, please do not be alarmed. I do not wish to frighten you.
You are the... in my husband's body.
I am a spirit of justice. I meant your husband no harm. I would ease your distress had I the power.
I knew when he left that this could happen. He told me. His father died a Grey Warden too.
Tell me, is there anything I can do for you? Tell me, and I will do it.
Avenge him, spirit. I will wait for his ashes a little longer, if it means that whoever did this to him will pay.
The Darkspawn. Yes, I understand. And she is gone. Did I do the right thing?
I don't think there is a right thing here.
That is wise. She loved this man a great deal, and he loved her. I envy what they had. I must think on this more, but another time. Thank you for bringing me here.
Blight orphans again. Blight orphans? Question mark. Scrawled on stained, smudged piece of paper. We are the blight orphans of Amaranthine. Poor children whose mothers and fathers have been killed by the Darkspawn. We are very cold and in winter need 50 silver for cloths and food. Please help. Please put the money in the mug by the board. Thank you, good sirs. This paper feels slightly damp. The blight orphans are very thankful for the kind donation of 50 silvers. Now we need money for pillows and blankets. 2 sovereigns will cover it. Also, we get very cold at night and our nurse says a sip of brandy will warm us right up. Can someone get us a bottle of the inn's best brandy? Please put stuff in the box. Moonshine for the children. This notice is stuck to the board with what appears to be bacon grease. Hello, it is us, the Blight Orphans again. Did you know that Hubert's gang across town got their hands on a bunch of moonshine? Our nurse says that Hubert is a stupid, whoring bastard, and that us orphans would find a better use for the moonshine. She says using strong drink like that on our skinned knees would stop the maggots from growing on them. Please get us the moonshine. Sermons of Justinia II, written on scrap of paper in Lauren's letters. Your mother, Liana, is such a wise lady and she's always telling us what to do because she's such a preachy lady. We would like to get her book so we can learn from it. It's called The Sermons of Justinia II, or something like that. Scavenger hunt. Some of us orphans lost our things while playing in the streets last night. We have so little in life that those things are very important to us. Our nurse says that since Umon is looking out for us, this is someone, we should ask for help. We lost a pitchfork, a hammer, the soles of a pair of shoes, and something appears to be scratched out here. A doll. We would also like a pie. This is a piece of parchment that appears to have been ripped from a religious text. Thank you for the book. We are having a lot of fun with it. We just want to say a big thank you to Mother Liana for lending us the book. Got something for her. It's a bunch of herbs we gathered ourselves. They're in the basket. I'm going to put the herbs in Liana's bed. It will be a nice surprise for her and make her bed smell like roses and lavender. It rolled hastily on a crumpled piece of paper. Someone should do something about crazy harpies who get hysterical and try to kill people who are just trying to have a bit of fun. It's probably her sister's fault. She's just as insane as Melissa is, and someone should do something about her too. Except she lives in Denerim and is far away. Sentence has been scratched out here. The Blight Orphans are afraid of this crazy lady, Melise. Someone should scare her away with a scarecrow in front of her house with a knife. Crew map showing the directions to Melisse's house is drawn below. Making amends. Stuck on the board with a rusty nail. Scarecrow was great, except someone knocked it over and it smashed Melissa's tomato plants. We saw Melissa crying over her lost tomatoes and we were very sorry. We're poor orphan children who don't know right from wrong. We want to say sorry to Melissa. She likes flowers, but we want to make sure Melissa doesn't come at us with the rake like she did last time. So we can't deliver the flowers ourselves. Will someone find some flowers and put them in front of Melissa's house for us?
Ah, sod it!
What's the matter, Ogren?
Nothing. Stubbed my toe. Just one of those days. Actually, it's been one of those weeks.
Would you like to talk about it?
This isn't gonna make you think any less of me, is it? Nah, who cares? I've just been thinking about Felsi and the Nugget. Didn't do right by them, did I?
Not one bit.
That's what I like about you. You're honest, like a sock to the gut. I think Felsi knew, even if she never acknowledged it to herself. She knew I could never settle down again. I did once, and, well, you know.
Yeah, I don't think you tried hard enough, man.
Probably. And now I'm here and I'm free. Felsi'll get by, if I know her. But the Nugget, that's got me all torn up inside, Commander. Little one won't understand.
There's no reason you can't be a part of your child's life.
Maybe I could visit once in a while, write some letters. That's the least I could do, as a father. And hey, the little one will grow up thinking Daddy's a great hero.
I'll even vouch for you.
Oh, you. Get going before I get misty-eyed. Go on.
Maker, the Fade. That's a place I never want to see again.
Me neither.
At least I'm happy that we were able to help those poor souls, and that we rid this place of another demon. But this is truly secondary. We should center our attention on this mother the Darkspawn talked about. Do you think she's able to organize them? And what are her plans?
Something tells me she won't be reasonable.
Probably not, no.
What is this bad adventure story you always talk about?
Well, it's a story my father used to tell me, about giant rats. Sometimes we find ourselves in such unbelievable situations that it reminds me of the absurdity of it.
Care to share?
Why, of course. The story goes something like this. There was this dwarf called Porma. He was the hero of his land and a great warrior, but the only quests he embarked on entailed fetching things. Go there and bring this back. Now go that other way and fetch that. One would wonder, why was this dwarf so famous if the only thing he ever did was to be a courier?
I see the resemblance.
Hopefully not, I'm not finished. One day he was asked to fetch some ale from a castle infested with monsters. Remember, he was a hero of his land. He had battled against dragons, yet he was no stranger to menial tasks. He used to accept every quest given to him, no matter how insignificant. He liked to keep a big, fat journal full of completed quests. He was very thorough at that.
Please go on.
I will, but stop interrupting me, please. He arrives to the castle and fights his way to the larder. To his dismay, the ale was not bottled. It was not even in kegs, it was stored in a giant vat. So there he goes to fill some kegs for easy transport, but when he opens the vat, 100 giant rats come out, drunk to their teeth, enraged at this intruder. They attack poor Palmer, bit him badly too. But he prevailed, took the ale back, and completed the quest. Wrote in his journal, and word is that he was very happy. Until a month later when he died of rabies.
What?
What, were you expecting something better? That's exactly what I meant with a bad adventure story.
That was a nice story. Let's go. Hey, let's go figure out what this Darkspawn business is about. Blighted bear. That's what I wanted.
This is the end for you. We're going down into that. Figures. Ooh, it's an unstable, crumbling chasm. Let's go and play in it. I apologize, Justice. I didn't mean to suggest you would become a demon.
I should certainly hope not.
I just wondered what relation there is between spirits and demons. Demons are a worry to any mage.
I do not know what makes demons as they are. Such evil angers me, but I do not understand it.
Well, I hope you never come to understand.
I as well, mage. More than you could possibly know.
Go, help her. Help.
Well, that was close. For a moment there, I thought I was really about to join the Legion of the Dead.
Are you alright?
I might have cracked a rib, but it's hard to be sure. Everything hurts.
Well, you're standing. You should be fine. Why would a Darkspawn after you?
I'm sure they intended to turn me into a broodmother. They do that with females, and Darkspawn are nothing if not predictable. Anyway, I can't chat for long. I should probably go back, as foolish as that sounds, see if there's anything I can do.
Back where?
The old fortress of Kal'Hirol. There's something going on there. I think the Darkspawn are breeding an army.
We must discover if there is truth to this statement. The Darkspawn cannot be left to carry out their plans.
The Legion went to investigate, but Kal'Hirol proved too much for us. It was a massacre, and now I'm the only one left.
That's horrible. How did you get away?
When I saw my friends cut down, I got scared. I fled. The Darkspawn have changed. They're smart now. They destroyed the Legion. I saw them taking some of the women, and I wasn't about to stick around for that.
Good decision. I can't even fault you for that.
There are many things much worse than death, and birthing Darkspawn day and night is probably the worst. But if the Darkspawn are really breeding an army, I can't stay here. I have to do something.
I'm a Grey Warden. I'll go to Kal'Hirol with you.
Ah, that's convenient. The ancestors must have had a hand in this. I'll show you where Kal'Hirol is. Safety in numbers, yes?
Alright, come with me.
Excellent. With your help, destroying this nest is no longer impossible. Merely improbable.
Oh, an optimist then.
Let's not waste time. Kal'Hirol awaits, and Darkspawn, when left to their own devices, get up to all kinds of nonsense. I don't know much about Kal'Hirol, except what the others from the Legion told me. It used to be important. A center of learning for the Smithcast. When the fortress was lost, a lot of what the Smiths had learned was lost with it. They've never built anything quite like Kal'Hirol since.
Yeah, I gave Sigrun Warden armor because I redid her stats so she wouldn't have 50 strength as a rogue. That makes no sense.
It's Juka. He's hurt. Bad.
Sigrun?
Yes, it's me. Be still and try not to talk.
This does not look good.
No. I feel my death upon me. And it is a sweet release.
No! I have bandages. I can help.
You must listen. The brood mothers. They're breeding. I saw an army. You must stop them. But beware the children. They are abominations. Even among Darkspawn.
What? What children? Whose children?
Forgive me.
Ancestors look kindly on you, brother. We have to finish what the Legion started. Those brood mothers need to be destroyed. The Legion got this far with no trouble. We got careless and complacent and stormed the main entrance up those stairs. It was a disaster. The Darkspawn were waiting. They turned the Tig's old defenses against us.
I'm sure we'll manage this time.
We need to learn from the Legion's mistake. Avoid the main door.
Is there another way in?
Most of the old dwarven fortresses had hidden side entrances. I bet this one does too. We just need to find it. I've never seen anything like this before. They say the memories of the stone are forever. Is this what they mean?
For generations, they have told you you were nothing, swept you away like so much dust. Now you are the only thing standing between them and the Darkspawn that threaten our empire. Show them that you are not nothing. Show them that you can be warriors. Let the stone tremble with the thunder of your footsteps. Fight!
They're gone. Everyone's gone. They've abandoned the Tig. We have to follow them. I'm not gonna sit here and get eaten by those monsters.
But this is our home. We can't survive out there.
We won't survive in here.
These weapons were taken from the armories of Kal'Hirol. I ask only for volunteers who would rather die fighting than give in.
Sod off. You people left us for dead.
Yeah, we should just take your weapons and kill you instead. Then you will go to your graves, knowing that you murdered the one person who thought you worthy to bear arms for Kal'Hirol. Do you want it? Or do you want to prove your worth?
bastards left us behind, and he wants us to fight to defend their escape.
We're going to die anyway. Daylan is giving us a chance to prove we're not worthless.
You're full of sod, Duster. Some of us are going to try to make it to the surface. You in?
No. I'm going to do something right for once in my life.
Rush the attack! Go! The lost is mine!
No!
Oh no.
May the stone remember the defenders of Kal'Hirol, who were born casteless and died warriors. Died warriors? He wanted them to be remembered as warriors. Warrior caste. And look, he carved their names in this tablet. All of them. We can't just leave this here. We have to find some way to honor the memory of those who died here.
We shall do this. Man, the whole time. Orzammar still. Dwarven City still. Terrible. Still terrible. Because constantly they're showing like, hey, if the casteless are given a chance, they step up. Alright. But no. They are given nothing and no chances whatsoever. And these guys are just sitting here having their war, and then we just rush in and kill everybody. It's gotta be an unfortunate feeling.
Ooh, lyrium. The Chantry has a monopoly on all lyrium the dwarves mine. They kill anyone who tries to get around it.
You thinking of going into business?
Sure, why not? I've always fancied life as a lyrium smuggler. Maybe I'll wear a dashing chapeau. I used to be a good little Andrastian. I said my prayers, repented my sins, all of it.
What's the alternative?
Life as a hedge mage, brewing love potions for villagers and hoping nobody notices. It could have been worse. I could have been made tranquil, haggling over the price of a wand. Or I could be with the Canary. I hear they leash their mages. Or I could be dead. Dead's bad.
Perspective is good.
If I didn't have perspective, I'd still be sitting in a Templar dungeon drooling on my small clothes. A related question. What do Grey Wardens do when there aren't Darkspawn running amok? I mean, are there parties? Do we travel the world? Take over small kingdoms?
Now that sounds like a good start. I technically already kind of taken over a kingdom, but don't worry about that.
My lady, I like the way you think. Me, I intend to take up knitting. I'll send a scarf to the Templar commander every Saturnalia. Provided I don't end up in some ogre's belly, chewed up into tiny mage pieces. But I'm an optimist.
Thank the Maker. It's a relief to see someone who isn't one of those monsters. Please, for the love of all that's good, let me out. I couldn't stand another minute with these creatures.
You mean the Darkspawn? Are you alright?
Yes, I haven't been injured or infected with the Darkspawn corruption. I swear.
They kept you alive. That's odd. And what's a human doing down here anyway?
Oh, I overheard Colbert talking about the chasm, and I thought I'd sneak in past the Darkspawn to see if there was any treasure. Well, I found something in this place before the Darkspawn caught me.
You thief! What you have belongs to the Dwarven people.
Well, they weren't here to defend it. It's not stealing if they've abandoned it. You can have it if you let me out. I don't want it anymore. It's caused nothing but trouble.
What did you find anyway?
I'm not sure, but it looks valuable. I've got a nose for these things, trust me. Come on, all I want is to get out of here.
That sounds like a deal.
Thank you. My life is worth more than this. Take the blasted thing.
Good. You're free. Try not to get killed.
Thank you. Thank you 1,000,000 times over.
Oh, they've gotten worse. And they're cannibalizing each other.
The suspense is killing me.
architect sends many, but does not come himself. He is a coward. I will kill you, and he will know that he has failed to destroy the lost. He will know that the Mother will tear him apart. Who comes now? I can feel you, but you are no Darkspawn. What trickery is he planning? You will die, as all who serve the Architect will die. The Mother demands it.
I'm not even involved in this, man.
Less fighting, more dying, blast you!
You cannot prevail.
Oh. He's running from the golem.
This should be easy enough.
Get it.
I won't be defeated easily. Right. Time for your daily dose again.
He must have been protecting the brood mothers. Now we just have to put an end to them and whatever these Darkspawn were planning.
We have prevailed.
Nope. Oh god. Gross. Destroy him. Y'all fun. I'm gonna actually deal with this.
Right.
We did it. If the rest of the Legion were alive, I know they would honor you in some way.
I'm sorry so many had to die.
I used to wish I could get away from the others. Now I'm all alone and I just want them back. Silly, isn't it? What's curious is that we seem to be caught between two factions of Darkspawn. I've never heard of such a thing. The Darkspawn are by nature vicious, and they have always fought amongst each other. But for there to be two organized factions, this is something else.
I've heard of the Mother. She already sent someone to kill me.
Oh, well that's just typical, isn't it?
Yeah. What will you do now?
Oh, I'll probably disappear into the bowels of the deep roads, never to be seen again. One good thing about the deep roads is that you never run out of Darkspawn to fight.
Perhaps you would consider coming with me and becoming a Warden, since you're gonna fight Darkspawn anyway.
Go? With you? But that would go against my vow, and my plan to disappear into the deep, unmourned, and forgotten.
I am looking for Grey Wardens. Join us.
Be a Grey Warden? Is that allowed? Can you be both part of the Legion and a Grey Warden?
Our cause is aligned, so I don't see why not. You'll still fight Darkspawn, and possibly die doing so.
And I'd be more effective at killing the Darkspawn, won't I? Ha! How does one say no to this? I will follow you. You seem an all-right sort, and I'll be better off with you at my back than alone. Let's go then, the Darkspawn await.
Kal'Hirol, lost! The lost is lost! Lost, 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 lost!
Mother, be calm.
Calm, yes. Once I was calm. Once Mother listened to the beautiful call, felt it wash over her and inside her, and she was calm. But now there is no calm. The Father took that away, and now he takes away Kal'Hirol. My poor pets in Kal'Hirol. The Father knew I would send them against him. The Father feared. Kal'Hirol is gone, but the Mother still has her tricks. Many, many tricks.
But what will the Mother do?
Do? I will laugh. And then I will wait.
Thank the Maker you arrived. Things are getting out of hand.
My son is starving! Open the granaries! Bloody feed your people!
I fear this must be the work of the conspiracy against you and the Wardens. If the common folk just rose up on their own, I'll eat my boot. Maybe you can say a few words. Calm them down. Make them see reason.
Varol, you don't coddle a revolt, you put it down. Just give me the order.
Now more than ever, we must stand together.
We will not be...
Let the commander speak.
But we must eat. We...
Quiet!
We will give you grain. You will not starve.
You what?
Maker bless you, Commander.
Crisis averted, I suppose. But if you give a mob a rooster, they'll take the chicken coop next time.
I don't know how you did that. Men, stand down.
Before this mess began, some nobles were awaiting an audience with you. I'll be in the keep.